Yeah, hi, everybody. Lots going on. Lots and lots. Yeah, sure.
Hey, Zachary, can I ask you a question? Are you in terms of distance?
Yes, he is. He said it on a Friday.
And
we were all
in terms
here.
of number of feet you're supposed to stay away, are you allowed to travel internationally chasing J.J. McCarthy all over the planet? How does that work?
Great question.
Yeah, good point.
How would I know that? You answered quickly.
Yeah, wow.
Jeez.
Look at that. He's busy, right, Hawk?
He's always busy.
All right, so the Vikes, first team in NFL history to go 2 separate countries, foreign countries, in back-to-back weeks this year. Dublin, Ireland, London, England, back-to-back weeks.
They're
That's gonna be
doubling
cool.
up.
Hey.
Okay, all right, okay.
That's a short flight, right? What's Dublin to London?
Like
an hour and a half or
yeah.
something?
Yeah.
It's probably got like
It's
an
got to be
hour.
a quick one.
Yeah.
You can take a quick train, so I think. So.
Yeah. Zacho, I sent you that name you were looking for on your text
Zach.
machine. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Here we are. I'm waving at the camera.
Hi, Daddy.
You're welcome, buddy. Yeah, we'll have a special guest in here to talk about the 40th anniversary of Farm Aid coming to Huntington Bank Stadium, I should say, September 20th. So lots going on. But right now, we're still celebrating the final call of last night's game.
Jaden McDaniels, and that will do it. The horn sounds here at the Chase Center in San Francisco, and the Wolves have taken a commanding 3-1 series lead over the Warriors. They win Game 4, 117-110. They get 31 from Julius Randle. They get 30 from Anthony Edwards.
Marnie, the Randle-Ant combo, both going over 30.
Awesome.
Just the third duo in Wolves history to do that, to go 30-plus in a playoff game. First since Sam Cassell and KG in 2004. I don't know who the other duo is. Everybody that's posted that stat hasn't said who the other one
Would
was.
it be like KG and Spree?
Or KG and Steph, maybe even against the Rockets? I have no idea. Don't know. But first one since Cassell and KG 21 years ago.
It's been a good. I mean, Julius Randle has been fantastic in the playoffs. He was so important in the Lakers series.
Yes.
I mean, we can talk and talk and talk about it, but the transformation that he has made late in the season and into the playoffs has been so valuable. It's awesome. Yeah, 61 between those two. And then the next leading scorer after 31 and 30 was Nikhil with his 13 points. So there's quite a bit of drop-off, but when you get 13 from Nikhil and 10 from Jaden McDaniels and 11 from Mike Conley, like that's starting to be a more balanced team. And I thought last night was the first time we saw real dominance, from real sustained dominance by the Timberwolves over the Warriors.
Can I ask you guys another question? From
Yes!
a basketball guy who knows nothing.
Yeah.
But that definitely looked like a flagrant foul to me. When the tall kid.
Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, smacked that dude on the head. Was it called a flagrant foul? Did they rule it?
No, it was not.
Why wasn't it one? Because it looked like he wasn't even trying to get the ball. It looked like he just wanted to smack the guy in the face.
There's so much interpretation in flagrant fouls and what raises it and doesn't. You really only know if you're listening to the chatter that the officials, when they're putting on the headset and they're talking to the replay truck or to each other, that's the only time you know. The definition that they use is unnecessary and excessive. Those are the two words they use to elevate a foul from regular foul to flagrant. Unnecessary and excessive. But then you have to decide, what is your interpretation of excessive?
Right. It looked like it to me, but I don't know anything about anything. But and I will say this too, as a casual basketball fan at best. Sometimes when they say that's a good foul, I'm like, what? Why was that a good foul?
Well, let's say some guy is going in for a breakaway layup. He's obviously going to make it. If you foul him hard where he can't make it and get an and one opportunity, and you're sending him to the free throw line, he was going to get a for sure 2 points.
I see.
If you foul him and he has to now make 2 free throws to get those 2 points, a lot of times that's a good foul.
See, I like it. See that? Thank you. That's very good.
Yeah,
that's easy for me to
Speaking
understand.
of free
Thank you.
throws,
It's easy
what
for me
is
to-
going on with Rudy Gobert? All of a sudden, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4 yesterday,
yeah.
but last couple of games, he's just on fire from the line. He's got one of the worst shots I've ever seen in my life from the foul line, but he's drilling them all. And he had that one in game, was it game 3, where he drilled it and then it got wiped away because we had a lane violation. He's even making the ones that don't count.
He's been way better this season.
Yeah.
Good for Rudy.
Just with free throws in general.
Yeah.
I don't fear it anymore when he goes to the line.
And their game plan of letting Julius and Ant attack while Jaden and Rudy play defense is a stone cold killer of a game plan. Rudy and Jaden are such a good tandem on defense. It's fun to watch.
We've got a good defensive team.
Yeah.
You're right about that. I don't know. It's just been fun.
It
I
has.
don't know. What?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, it's such a weird, I think I heard, did you say this morning, Corey? It's such a weird position to be in. It was so foreign to us last year where we were like, what is happening? What is going on? We won a series. We won another series. And now it's sort of, well, we're the better team than the Lakers. We should win this series. We are clearly the better team than the Warriors without Steph. We should win this series. It is a weird position to be in as a Timberwolves fan.
To feel like winning series is just something we assume we do around here, right?
Yeah.
We just don't do that. But this year it feels like we deserve it. What a weird regular season.
Super weird.
Ups and downs the whole year. Didn't look like we were going to figure it out. Didn't look like the trade was going to work out because the team wasn't healthy all at the same time. And when they were, it wasn't meshing well. And then all of a sudden you get everybody healthy at the right time. You get them a little stretch to work it all out, right? And Dante's killing it. Randall's killing it. Gobert's killing it. Then the postseason starts and all of a sudden the Wolves catch fire. And honestly, I think we got really lucky. I thought the Lakers was a really good matchup for us. And now we're getting lucky because Steph's not here. But still, you don't have to apologize for getting a good matchup or an injury on the other team. You just got to play who's in front of you and destroy them. And the Wolves are 7-2 in the postseason and keep winning on the road at just a ridiculous clip.
And Nuggets Thunder is tied at 2. Then they're playing tonight in OKC. They're playing Game 5 tonight. So now it'll go 1-1-1. OKC, Denver, OKC, as far as location. But I don't know about you guys, but the Nuggets have shocked the heck out of me at how resilient and tough and just good the fight that they've been putting up because they don't have a lot of players that are, their depth is like 7 deep, maybe. And Joker looks exhausted.
Yeah, and they choked Game 4 away. I know they scored 8 points in the first quarter, but when they took the lead and they were starting to pull away, Denver should have closed that game out.
Yep.
Should have been up 3-1, and they blew it.
Yes, they did.
So can't let a team like OKC back in it, though. And now they did, and it's 2-2, and now OKC obviously is the favorite to figure this out, but we'll see.
But just as we said with the when the Wolves beat the Lakers and we were watching the other series, we're like, come on, we're just Warriors, Rockets, at least go 7. Because that's helpful to get we get more looks at them. They get hopefully a little more tired.
Increased opportunity for injuries.
Not seem to play itself out the way that I think a lot of us thought it would in this series. Like I really expected the Warriors to be just dog tired.
Oh.
And of course, Steph got hurt. Nobody wants that, and maybe that played a role. I don't know. What do you think, Hawk?
Well, I've been talking to Max all morning about it because I got some concerns.
Wait, about basketball?
Yeah, about basketball.
That's what you two talk about when the mics go off?
Yeah, of course, obviously.
That's all we're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all we care about.
Yeah, sorry, I was weird.
I want our team to play a complete game. But I'm glad that Rudy. I'm glad that Rudy saved all his free throws for the playoffs, and that's what he was doing.
Okay.
He didn't want to make too many in the regular season.
Yeah, don't give it away.
Well, you only get so many, right? You only get so many.
Good point, Hawk.
Right, and so he saved them, and I like Rudy, and I don't like Draymond Green because he complains all the time.
Meat sauce.
Right, and that's all I have to say about that.
That is the best part about this, Sauce. You mentioned earlier, like when Draymond gets back on TV after this series is over, it's not like Rudy's dominated him, but he hasn't necessarily dominated Rudy either. So I don't know how much trash talking you can do.
I mean, Julius has.
Draymond,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Again, no one, that little back in to the paint and then fade away that Julius does down the middle of the lane, no one has come close to blocking that yet. It's just a matter if he makes it or not, and he's making most of them.
He's a great dude, man. The stuff he does with his kiddos and how his family is always like courtside. I love Julius Randle. What a great guy.
I like Nas Reed. I would buy a jersey of Nas
You
Reed.
should. Buy
Yeah,
one
you
right
should.
now.
I should, but I can't let the guns out. It scares the kids.
You can wear a T-shirt underneath.
Yeah, or don't wear it at work.
Remember when Rosie told Hawk to buy a Carlos Gomez jersey?
He did.
Did Hawk?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
Because you remember it was Gomez was off to just a big start, and you're like, should I buy a jersey? Is he good enough? And Rose says, oh, absolutely. Absolutely, you should.
Yeah.
Wait, who? Carlos Gomez.
Yes.
Who's
Hang on.
Carlos Gomez?
Hang
They
on.
call him Go-Go.
Hold on.
Hang on, Zach. What were you asking? I wasn't listening.
I said, who's Carlos Gomez?
She's an actress.
Oh.
I
Isn't
didn't
it
realize you were going.
Gomez?
I was trying to explain who he was. He went to the Brewers.
is he dead?
And,
Of course.
I didn't realize
No,
you were
he's
going
not
for the
dead.
bet.
He's
We all
not dead.
remember
Wait.
163.
Isn't it Gomez?
No, you can only pronounce it one way.
The three of us have had a great career. Though.
I say it both ways.
No, you can only pronounce it one way.
The Houdinis.
And see.
Hey, it's Mark Rosen.
hey, Rosie.
Listen to
We know
dance.
He's coming in tomorrow.
He is
You went for the golf bet? Yeah.
golf bet.
PGA Championship. You're in, right?
PJ's
what?
championship.
PGA Champ. You're in, right, Hogs?
Sure, whatever.
Yeah, what are you?
Come on, Willie.
Whoa.
Chiefs superfan, Chiefsaholic got 32 years in prison for robbing banks in 7 states, 11 banks total from 2022 through 2023. He blamed the spree on a gambling addiction and a troubled childhood.
Man, that's real close to me.
Remember how he talked about that guy robbing the Circle K's yesterday, and he robbed what was it, like 10 Circle K's, and it was
Yes.
like $600,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys don't remember. This guy though, Chiefsaholic, the guy that dressed up as a wolf. There's a documentary about him on
it's-
Netflix already.
He's unbearable.
Yeah. 7 states, 11 robberies. How much did Chiefsaholic get away with?
Maybe 69.
Rosie,
more than that.
Take it serious. Come on, Rosie.
I've often wondered how much actual money is in a bank these days. So that's factoring into my decision.
Especially if you watched Point Break, and I know you did because
Don't.
it's one of the greatest films of all time.
Pass.
You never go to the vaults.
Yeah,
You got to
and
just grab
he
what's in the front. If you go to the vault,
You're gonna get caught.
You're going to get caught,
He
right?
did.
It gives the cops more of a chance to have a response time that's going to get you pinched. You got to get in and out. So anyway, he robbed 11 banks, 7 states. How much, Marnes, did he get away with?
$30,000.
$30,000. Sauce,
$500,000.
Zachary,
I watched The Town last week.
great movie.
film.
Oh, it's
Fantastic.
That should help me.
one of the great
Great
underrated
film.
gems.
Yes.
Oh, it's so
When
good.
he walks into his house and he's like, doesn't even ask any questions. He's just like, whose car are we taking?
Jeremy
It's one of the
Renner.
greatest.
That's a friend, man.
One of the great scenes in film
That's a
history.
buddy.
Love that movie.
Great to see Jeremy Renner before.
Okay, calm down.
Okay, why are you hard? Mark, you need to take 5.
18.5.
Can he even do that
18 million,
18,500.
It had to be more than that. He robbed how many?
11 banks.
So, like, they're
11
better
banks.
at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess $750,000, Corey.
That's the winner. $800,000 you got away with. 800K.
Wow. I gotta start robbing.
So there
banks.
is money in banks.
Sure.
Actual physical.
Sure.
Take the hundos.
Yeah, man.
And never go to the vault. What happened when Bodie got greedy and went to the vault? People died, Bodie. You got to go down.
Oh yeah.
Turned out to be Rosie.
Yeah, Vio Conditos.
Yeah. Yes.
Whoa.
Whatever language that was. Yes.
Whoa.
I prefer the Cool
That
Ranch.
sounds delicious.
Yeah.
That whole
Rosie, come on. You're being weird, man.
Ross, you're just being crass.
You're just being gross.
The
You're a
Dallas
dirty old
Mavericks.
man.
Dallas Mavericks won the NBA draft lottery. 1.8%. That is the 4th lowest
That's the best.
in
person.
NBA draft lottery history, and the Mavericks are picking first for the first time since the early '80s. But San Antonio 2, Philly 3, Charlotte 4. So Cooper Flagg likely, unless he gets traded, which I think that's back to Nico Harrison sauce. You were saying that he had death threats. If they trade the rights to Cooper Flagg before the draft,
Oh, that would be awesome.
that dude needs to just find an island and disappear because they would literally be coming for him. Some psycho in Texas would try to kill him.
Even if he got Giannis?
I think so, man. I don't know.
I mean, Giannis he's a unicorn, man.
He's the guy in Milwaukee?
Yeah.
And he wants
Right,
out of
Max, for
Milwaukee,
now.
right?
Yeah. It's gotten to the point where Giannis is actually crazy enough underrated. Like we forget that he's a top 5 player in the NBA.
Yeah.
Damn.
What do you do? What do you do if you're the Mavs? Do you keep Cooper Flag or do you try to swing it for Giannis? What do you do? If you got Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving already.
If you had Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving and you added Giannis, you'd be one of the favorites to win the whole thing.
Do it.
Yeah, listen to Rosie.
Yeah, go ahead, Nico.
I don't think
Barnes,
they're
what do
going to
you do?
have Kyrie next season, or at least not for the bulk of it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
assume he's
He
a
passed
1
away.
year recovery. So and he tear his ACL or tear up his knee in March-ish. So and he's in his mid-30s. I mean, Giannis is a proven talent. I agree with Max, a top 5 player. And you have Anthony Davis, whose window is also rather short. It was a win now move. And a Cooper Flag draft is a win in 5 years for the next, 10 years or whatever you think the trajectory is. So, I mean, I guess I can see a world where they are seriously considering it.
Well, that's a woman's viewpoint.
Mark!
He's
not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Why do you have to say it in such a mean voice,
Was
Rosie?
Was there a gunshot at the end?
What is your problem,
Did you
Mark?
add that?
Oh, man.
Mark!
I forgot about that one. That might be one of my favorites.
Yeah. That's nice. Is my favorite. It's so
I
good.
still love the one where he says he's watching Racy Tarzan movie.
He loves it.
That and Coochie Land.
Yeah, which I think got
Coochie
deleted.
Land.
I think that got deleted.
Oh, no.
That's a good one. Yeah, he's stoned to the bejesus in Vegas. Yeah, with my old man.
Anyway.
You'll be salivating when you see it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
What a psycho.
Yeah, what a weirdo.
Headlines next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show with Marty Gellner on The Fan.
Well, no one comes to this town.
Pest, open the free iHeartRadio app and see what's trending now.
The Fan and BigDeck.com want to help put $1,000 in your hand. Listen every weekday to The Fan. The Fan.
Life is too short to live with a tiny deck. Think big and be big with a custom-built deck from BigDeck.com. Whether you want to expand an existing deck or start fresh with a brand new build, leave it to the pros at BigDeck.com. Visit BigDeck.com and get your deck on.
Is your basement ready for the melt and spring rain? Standard Water Control is the waterproofing foundation repair and sump pump expert since 1977. Installation, service, and repair for all wet basement issues. Peace of mind starting at just $250. Visit StandardWater.com for details. StandardWater.com.
952-0-RES. Give them a call. Get your carpets cleaned the right way, which is the Zero-Res way. You guys have been getting your carpets cleaned the same way I have through Zero-Res for a long, long time. They love KFAN listeners, which is why if you ask for the KFAN special when you call 952-0-RES, they'll knock 20% off every service all month long. The entire month of May, they want to get your home ready for big-time life events like high school or college graduation, Father's Day in June, any kind of family reunion or backyard barbecue. If you're having people over, make sure your house is ready the Zero-Res way. 952-0-RES. Carpet cleaning, air duct system cleaning, especially if you have allergies, rugs, upholstery, tile, they can do it all. Or go to ZeroResMinnesota.com, ZeroResMinnesota.com, and then click on KFAN when you're checking out. 4.9 rating on Google, thousands and thousands of reviews. They have a gotta love a guarantee. They stand behind their work. Call them today. Clean your home the Zero-Res way, 952-0-RES.
Hey, Dan, can you guess what our customers have been saying about American Pressure?
Probably that you install the best wash bays, you got a huge parts inventory, save them time and money, and that your fully stocked service vans and genius service technicians get the job done right.
Well, I do hear all those things, but mostly what I hear, hey, I heard you on the radio with Ferrero.
Well, if they're listening to me, they're buying from you. Anything pressure washer, buy it from American Pressure.
Say it, don't say it.
Want to meet someone not online? At It's Just Lunch, we make great matches and even arrange the dates so you can make a real connection with a real person. It's Just Lunch. Connection awaits. Guaranteed dates. Visit itsjustlunchtwincities.com or call 612-355-2727.
All right, let's talk Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Awesome place down right outside of Red Wing, Minnesota. Quick drive for everybody here in the Twin Cities if you want to go have some fun. Bowling alley, water park, Tito Steakhouse. They got it all. But, of course, they have all of your gaming options as well. Hundreds of slot machines, right, Martins? Hundreds of slot machines. Blackjack, bingo, poker, and more. But they also have concerts, comedy, stage shows, a whole bunch of stuff. Check it out at ticasino.com. For example, Rick Springfield is going to be at the island on Thursday, June 19th. Rick Springfield is bringing his I Want My 80s tour with himself, with John Waite, Wang Chung, Paul Young. That's all Thursday, June 19th. Tickets available now at ticasino.com. Then July 5th, it's a Saturday, outdoors at the island. One of my favorite bands of all time. I've seen Incubus 8 or 10 times live. They're fantastic. If you want to see Incubus at Treasure Island Resort and Casino, Saturday, July 5th. Tickets available now at ticasino.com. It's Treasure Island Resort and Casino. It's island time.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Barrero back with you for Mosquito Shield. And you know it's inevitable. You know those pesky mosquitoes and those diseased ticks are on their way. My strong recommendation, let the folks at Mosquito Shield treat your backyard and solve the problem. And they treat for the entire season. Go to moshield.com/Dan for $75 off. And now, also servicing the Brainerd Lakes area.
Listen to Ben Lieber on the Power Trip, sponsored by Mystic Lake.
Now back to the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios. It's the Power Trip on the Fan.
That's right. Final segment, 827. Check us out at KFAN.com/watch. Right, Zacho Directo? We're live right now.
Oh, yeah.
Looking pretty on there. Thank you.
Figure out why.
Is this Rise?
Yeah, it's Rocket Club. You're close. Hi. What were you guys talking about out there? You look like you were having a high-powered meeting out in the hallway. You guys good?
Oh, yeah. Max was just asking me a couple of questions, and then we held hands, and we moved on.
I saw that. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed uncomfortable.
Yeah, it happens.
How about Jude Law and Andrew Garfield are going to play Siegfried and Roy? I'm serious.
No, just out of nowhere, that was a weird sentence.
Yeah, that is a weird sentence.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that in respectively?
Which would you prefer that Garfield play Roy or Siegfried?
Which one do you prefer?
I don't know. Garfield's going to have to stop eating that lasagna if he's going to play Roy.
Which one got shredded by the tiger?
I think
Siegfried.
Or Roy. One of the two. Which one was it?
I think it was. Let me see.
Why do I feel like it was Roy that got shredded? Roy Horn, right? Isn't that his last name?
Yeah, that's right. Roy Horn.
I feel like he got...
Roy Horn died first.
Rosie, my God.
That was like a perfect Stephen Wright-esque punchline, but it wasn't funny at all. It was about a guy dying. Roy Horn died first.
Horn.
That was the answer?
Yeah. Roy Horn was attacked on his 59th birthday.
Oh.
That'll ruin a birthday.
Yeah.
Where do you get the guy who's got everything?
Wow.
It's so much better to get mauled to death by a tiger on a random Tuesday. Not your birthday. That sucks.
Yeah, man.
Jude Law and Andrew Garfield. All right. The show's going to be called Wild Things, by the way.
Yeah, that's right.
Have any of you guys seen that show? The Siegfried and Roy bit?
The actual show?
Did you see it, Hog?
I never did.
No.
I never did.
No.
But I tell you what, that show where Michael Douglas.
Oh,
no,
my
that
God.
was that was
that was Liberace. Whoops.
Is there any way to rewind reality?
That clip randomly showed up on my Instagram. And when
Rob Lowe
looks, it's so funny.
The Rob Lowe thing.
He takes a sip and then he's had so much plastic surgery. It's such a great bit.
What is the name of that?
When he tells him he should lose 40 pounds.
Chandelier or something like that?
Yeah.
Something about the candelabra.
Candelabra, that's it. Chandelier.
What is it called?
Idiot. Yeah, it is.
Behind the candelabra,
yeah, something like
about.
that.
I don't remember. It's just the word is.
But my
sticking out
gosh,
to
is
me.
that well done?
Yeah.
Never saw it. Matt
It's-
Damon too, right?
Matt Damon, that one guy, and then the other people.
Yep.
I'm
Roy
sorry.
Horn died first.
Roy Horn died.
Yeah, he died in 2020, and then not long after that, Siegfried Fischbacher. There you go. So there you go.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Back to you.
Roy Horn never stayed alive long enough to see the Wolves go to the Western Conference
He did
Finals
not.
in back-to-back seasons.
He didn't.
He never saw it.
And he
would've
didn't
made
get
him
to see
happy, though.
himself played by Andrew Garfield.
He's with us in spirit.
Well, then he'll be there at Target Center
He
tomorrow
will.
night,
He
along
will.
with Josh Duhamel, Marnie Gellner, and Rosie.
You know, the original Tiger King, may I say.
Josh Duhamel.
Rosie?
Me?
So Duhamel's going to be at the game, right? Marnie, you're going to be at the game.
Yeah, that's correct.
My guess is Rosie will be at the game. That's an astonishing run for the three of you.
It's a lot
Oh
of
my!
tickets.
Well played.
Let's do this.
Now it's time for
You're on fire today, Carlos.
Headlines brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com. You can go solar.
Can I
with
do
Wolf
one?
River Electric.
Can I do one?
Sure.
Marnie, I was given tickets to the game by Bell Bank.
Wolves game.
Hasn't happened to me yet.
I'll let them know. There's one hitch for you, and that's an
Oh,
that
no,
it's an 8:30 game.
I will not lie to you. And I mean this. This sounds like something where I'm making up. I'm telling you the truth. I would not take tickets away from somebody who would actually like to be there. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
I wouldn't go there just because I want to say I went to the Wolves game.
Yeah.
I
That's
really,
kind of
but-
you.
you know what I mean?
But good seats
that's what I
at
mean.
an NBA game.
That's way
Elite.
too good for me.
Elite.
No, you would.
No, it's-
It is an experience.
Yeah.
I've never done it as a fan, and I'm being 100% serious, but
Yeah.
I've seen thousands of NBA games from a great seat. And
It's elite.
Yes, people who
elite.
don't see it every day, I forget, and they're
It's
like,
elite.
"These guys are so big."
Yeah.
Or it's an experience that is unlike
That's a
anything you
huge
can
bitch.
have just in your everyday life.
In my reality, though, and Corey knows, and Sauce knows that I'm telling you the truth when I say this, I legitimately felt bad that I was in the Super Bowl when, like, AJ was across the street in a different building,
And you
I
left.
left at halftime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
If it were row 20, that'd be something. But being really, really close like that is
Yeah.
taking away an experience from people who would really care.
Yes. It'd be
Yeah.
like me being in the front row of that kiddie band you went to see
Yeah,
in Chicago
exactly,
with
right.
your daughter, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, I'm out.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. What was the name of that band?
Kitty.
Yeah,
Oh,
said
it was Kitty.
You
Okay.
got it.
Yeah, good. So there you
I
go.
had,
I think Sauce thought you meant KIDDIE, like a kiddie
kids
band.
band?
Like you
like
win
a pool.
Yeah, like a kiddie pool.
Yeah.
So I think
1-800 cards for kids.
he meant something else. But we got there. We
Okay.
got there. You nailed it.
Okay.
Well, I
We
had
don't have a kiddie pool. We have an
I had a
adult
friend
pool.
who also doesn't like basketball that got Timberwolves tickets. If you want me to put you in touch with him.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
What happened?
Should I meet him for drinks? Or?
Yeah. He's good.
Are you bringing Maurice to the game, or what are you doing?
No, I'm bringing Matt.
Well, whatever.
Who
his
the
name
hell's
is.
Matt?
Matt,
Oh, your
my
husband?
husband.
That's his name.
I don't know. Whatever.
Why is that so hard
How
to
you spell
remember?
that?
M-A-T.
Shouldn't be hard. I mean, we've known you for a long time.
R.
Matt?
Hey,
Is it in the paint?
Hawk, help me out with this one. Here's the first headline of this bid, right?
Okay.
Thanks to Wolf River.
Let's go.
Creed
Yes.
will have a car running in the Indy 500.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What the hell does that mean?
Well, Shinedown did.
Yeah. It's a great advertising opportunity because that car's going to be on screen, especially if it's a decent car, any number of times. And it doesn't cost that much, in the great scheme of things, to sponsor a car for a single race. I mean, it's a great idea. It is a great
That
partnership.
is
It's a
sweet.
great thing. Yep. So, and it'll be mentioned over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yep. From people, I mean, like that's your P1s. Race car fans are Creed fans, right?
Yeah. Like you.
Well, so Shinedown did basically the same thing for the opening race this year. It's through that Sirius XM. So they buy the advertisement and then they go, hey, this band, you want to join in. It's
Right.
like you said, Hawk. I mean, it's
Bang for your buck.
OMC is sponsoring one of the cars.
Yeah. Yep.
Is OMG
lame
sponsoring
attempt
one?
at humor?
I'm
Swing and a
sorry.
miss.
Sorry, Captain
Comedy. I don't know if anybody cares, but the series finale of Andor on Disney Plus is today.
What?
What's that?
It's one of the Star Wars bits.
Yeah.
Do you watch that?
No, I can't get into the series. I like the movies, but the series don't do anything for me. Still haven't seen The Mandalorian. I watched.
I did like that.
But they're making a movie out of it. I'll watch that at some point.
Oh, really?
I think like a year or two from now, the movie comes
What's
out.
the one with Gosling? What's the Star Wars movie with Ryan Gosling called, Hawk?
It's The Mandalorian. It's about a car
that goes to space.
that goes to space. No, you already saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ryan Gosling's name is DeLorean.
That's exactly right.
Speaking of movies, Hawk, right before one of the hockey games was on TNT this weekend, guess what movie was before it?
Boy, there's 7 million movies.
Meg the Trench 2. Meg 2.
That's maybe the greatest film made
It's
in the
so
last
good.
20 years.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Hawk and I saw it in an empty theater.
Yeah, we
Well,
walked out
there
there.
was one other guy.
Yeah, we walked out there and said Hollywood should go ahead and fold it up now
Yep.
because they're never going to top that.
Hawk cried the whole time.
I couldn't help it. You standing on my testicles. He was
that.
standing on my testicles.
I do that.
In the theater?
Obviously.
Yeah, we were the only ones in there except for some random guy who thought we were crazy because we laughed the whole time.
Yeah.
What a perfect accidental transition, Marnie, to what I'm about to read or what I was going to ask you about.
Alrighty.
What % of men say they never pee in their own backyards?
What percent of men say they never do?
Yes. Now I can say I have a shared backyard. My house faces like 6 other houses, so it's got to be illegal for me to do it. Has to be.
Yeah.
Well,
Man, you can't just
when it's dark, do you have a tree?
If you're
and when it's
facing your
dark
house?
outside?
Yeah, man.
I'm guessing most people do it in the evening when it's dark.
I don't know. Either way, I'm in the 0%. I've never
I
done
like
it.
to do it first thing in the morning.
45% of men say they never pee in their backyard.
They're
I'm
lying.
I'm surprised it's higher than that. But Martin's Millhouse is going to be peeing in the backyard a lot because you guys have a toilet outdoors now at
What
the
is
Gellner
going on?
Estate. Explain
Well,
what the hell's happening.
We're about to. The structure is
Warm it
still
up,
being
Chris.
built because we can't just put the toilet out there. We're actually putting walls around it, but we got a composting toilet, which I had never heard of.
So, quick question that I have about compost toilets.
sure.
What is that?
And how quickly can Dwight see it?
What the hell does that mean?
Can you ask him to stop calling me? I'm very unsure about it. It's still in the box, but it is very close to being installed. Although I think installed means just set down. Because there are composting toilets in like farms and cabins, but a lot of them are like the bottom of the toilet is the ground.
Yeah,
Like
that's not
it
the case here?
absorbs into the actual ground.
Right.
Ours is going into a structure that has a floor. So the toilet itself is the only thing that does the composting. There's a sawdust / kitty litter kind of compound
Do I have-
that I'm unsure of.
Do I have to? Do I have to bathe myself after I do it?
We would prefer, yeah.
All right, so a couple questions.
So there is no water.
Yes,
in this
no running
toilet.
water.
There is sort of,
Dwight's dream.
for lack of a better term, a drawer on the bottom. So the toilet sits up higher because it's on a drawer, and that drawer contains
The kitty litter.
The kitty litter. And there is a heating element and a vent. That's all I know so far.
Yeah, you definitely want to make it as hot as possible.
Keep going,
Correct.
Dwight's
That makes
close.
sense.
But that's what
You have a hot bleep in the chamber.
God,
All right,
Dwight can't
here's the
wait.
number one question,
you
Barnes.
heat your pee and it
Oh,
dissolves.
God.
Here's the
this
number
is
one question.
Dwight's dream.
You
So-
take your pee
This
hot.
is you got a pool. You famously got a pool installed a couple years ago, right? So this is pool living, right?
Yes, 100%.
The idea is let's not have people walking through the house
in our backyard
or peeing in your pool.
going-
So, but
No.
Here's the question though, Chris. You've spent a lot of time on tour buses and RVs and whatnot.
Yep.
I don't know about with bands, but with everybody else, there's normally the unwritten rule: if we're going to take an RV,
You don't deuce.
you don't unless it's an absolute emergency.
Right.
We can
Yes.
just stop at a gas station when we're getting gas, because otherwise we're going to have to clean this stuff out later. Nobody wants to do that, so it's pee only, right?
That's fair.
What's the what's the situation in Gellner's backyard? Are we just dropping dumps in your compost
He's asking
toilet?
for Dwight.
Because I can't imagine, like, let's say you invited the power trip over for a party. I can't imagine going to your compost toilet and just doing that and being like, all right, I should probably head out.
Hey, Lawrence, clean the toilet. I took a dump.
Exactly. Like, have fun cleaning the kitty litter.
I got to go early,
What
Lawrence.
kind of psycho dumps in your backyard and feels good about it? Like, that should be family only at only family functions, right? Like, if Gertie or Farley
Gertie?
I don't know her kids' names. Who cares?
Gertie.
Why would I learn her family's names?
Farley?
Gertie. Whatever their names are. Who cares? Point is,
You couldn't even hold it in.
I get it if it's one of the four of you. Everybody else has to feel so guilty to be like, I am so sorry. Where do I take this?
Sorry,
what do
Gertie.
Wait, take this.
Like, I would how many people here would feel okay about peeing in this compost toilet? I think I would too.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
Would anybody here be willing to leave with good conscience a number 2 and just be like, the Gellners are going to deal with it?
Totally up in the air.
I'm going to hold her for a number of days before we go.
We should all go over there and just,
Marty.
Hawks having spaghetti the night before.
Marty, you're a lady. You're a lady. I'm not trying to put you in a weird spot. Even if this is your own toilet at your own house, you're going inside,
no, of
right?
course. We have indoor plumbing in the house. That's where
So then
you're
what is
taking
this
your
for?
business.
Just to pee, essentially?
Yes.
That's the goal.
Yes.
So is there going to be a no number 2 rule, or is that
Please
just
answer the
understood?
It's going to be a suggestion.
Strong one, I hope.
Yes.
Challenge accepted.
It's going to be sauce first.
Hey, guys,
I don't like dumping in public.
has Marty been talking too fast?
Why?
I just got to text somebody. Dwight just said, ask Marty to talk slower.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, he's already lit a cigarette.
Man, these things are fascinating.
Yeah.
They are. Interesting choice, Marty.
I've never heard of it, but to trench into your sewer line
Oh,
and
great
then connect
film.
outside is like a $10,000 project. Just the trenching part. Turns out a composting toilet is not $10,000.
There is just no way for that not to be disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks.
No, though, like somebody's got to clean that, and it's definitely going to be you, Barnes. It's definitely.
Well, the thing is, it's the structure that it's in.
I'm looking at
is
it.
meant to be. It's an outdoor. There are some openings like up, so it will get rain in there, and it is an out. It's an outhouse.
But that's why you want to attach it to the plumbing, so you don't have to worry about all that. And then you can go outside and take a number 2 in the falling rain.
Yeah,
Or just do what we do in
Well,
Indiana and
there's
just
a
throw it over the
roof.
neighbor's fence.
Right, yeah. We're Dwight suntans.
Hey, you got a nice fence.
What if we put a? You have doggy bags. You got 2 dogs.
Sure.
Mushroom and
It's a loggy
melee.
bag.
Sure.
Mushroom and melee.
It's as close as I got with her kids.
And if you know what the blue bags or whatever they are, if we just keep them there and just ask that if you by chance didn't know you had to, but then you did, then you got to scoop your own. You got to put your hand in that blue bag and you got to take care of it, and then you got to throw it over to the
Tell you,
neighbor.
I missed it. I have a great idea.
depressing.
Call it a loggy bag.
Brilliant. That's hilarious, Hawk.
Marty, did you ask when you were
Ship
getting
it to
this
Dwight.
installed, did you ever ask, like, well, on a really hot, muggy Minnesota summer day, is your entire pool area just going to be overwhelmed by the smell of human urine? Like, is that an issue?
It is one of the questions we don't have the answer to yet.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's a possibility.
Because if it is that, if that is the case, then you just want people to just go in the pool. I mean,
you're better
No.
off having the chlorine kill it.
Yeah.
The kitty litter stuff can be. I almost said flavored.
Oh,
that's not right.
my God.
What do you call it?
Scented?
Scented.
Your
Thank you.
dad's so proud of you.
Well, that's nice. No, they can be coconut scented.
Oh, no, that's pleasant.
Yeah, it is
I
very
thought you were
pleasant.
going to say potpourri or something, just old
Nope,
school.
coconut.
Well,
It's one of my
okay,
favorite
so
summer
there-
drinks. It's like a pina colada with urine.
Everybody loves a Malibu smelling dump.
Penis coladas.
Dwight orders the variety pack.
Yes, he does. He wants all of it.
It's the newest Surfside flavor. They haven't released it yet.
Thank you, Surfside.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Surfside.
No, see, that's the thing. We're outside, we're drinking Surfsides and in the pool, and you don't want to walk all the way through the house to get to the bathroom. So there is a a heating element in this composting toilet. So when
Why?
you do one,
For Dwight.
heating that excretion, then mixed with this sawdust / kitty litter is supposed to literally disintegrate. And then there's a vent somewhere where that's where the smell is supposed to go.
I'm literally looking at it right now. It looks like a tube.
Sure.
And
it's
it
a
just
vent,
comes out the top like a truck, like a semi truck.
And Dwight Hockey just texted me and said, "Is there a platform up near that vent where I could set a lawn chair?"
Jesus.
At 2, Marnie.
Jesus, Dwight.
At 2.
And ring cams.
Oh, Dwight's so horny.
I don't know. Well, I'll let you know.
Where is this going to be located in your? Like, is it like right
next
behind
to the
your
house?
house?
Right
is the
next
vent
to
going to be
the
like right at your bedroom
window?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Dwight wants to move in and just huff that.
Is it going to be exposed to the outdoors?
You know what's going to be great is when your kids have about 20 of the neighbor kids over and they're having a giant pool party and you're going to realize, wait a minute, all 20 of you have been here all day. Not one of you has used this composting toilet. Have any of you not had to use the bathroom? And you're going to realize what Zach is saying is that every one of those kids is peeing in the pool anyway. They're not getting out and going to pee in that sweaty, hot compost toilet. Dwight might be peeking in on them. They're not going to risk it.
What's the door like on that shack? Is it just kind of?
There's
no door.
No, there is a door, but it's an actual door. It's a door. It closes. It locks. It has a handle.
Man.
You should see
There's
that.
a camera on it.
I'm just picturing like a
Dwight?
stall door
It's
or
not.
something.
Here's the thing. Our contractor that we hired for this project, who's done other projects for us, his name is Ryan. He's incredible. So we actually had him build a pretty structure.
The structure
so
does
that we
look
could
good.
house a disgusting toilet inside of it.
Structure looks good. The concept scares me, but you guys are going for it, and I like the gamble.
Well, I've thought about having a KFAN
poop party.
Poop party.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, pool
It's time
party.
for you to shine.
It'll be both.
But would it be awkward if we all saw each other shirtless?
I mean, no, I don't really care.
Rosie's going to Kool-Aid man
God.
through that compost toilet.
Yeah, Rosie's going to tell us all.
Suddenly he sticks his head up out of the toilet.
Here's Johnny. Just take an axe.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, that wouldn't be awkward. I'm cool with it.
No.
I don't think you
Yeah, I
got to
don't
worry
care.
about it though.
No, it's cool.
Yeah,
Because nobody's going to show up.
well, when has a party ever happened?
Yeah.
When did we ever see each other outside of this show?
Yeah.
When I make us get together in Detroit Lakes.
That's true.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, yeah.
That's only like, that's like a month and a half away.
We're doing that again?
2 months away? 2 months away.
Well, I'll look at the calendar and see if there's a date and maybe float it to
brilliant.
select people that I'd like to be there.
Hey, random question.
So you guys won't be hearing from me.
Are we
What?
gonna have if we're gonna are we gonna have plus ones? Because if that's the case, Chris would like to bring his friend Jess Frasper. Could we have the pool party on a Thursday, please?
Thursday afternoon.
If you choose to accept it.
Yep. And we're going to fill
He's the
Jess
first
full of
person
coffee.
to ever clog
Yeah.
the compost toilet.
This sounds like a blast. I can't wait.
It'll sound like a blast, all right.
The pipe will look like the Sistine Chapel a couple weeks ago.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Oh, look. It's Thursday and there's a new pope.
Yeah, we got a new poop, and it's just Frasper.
Oh, my God.
Poop Leo.
A skydiver from the UK.
Thank you, Marnie.
Thanks,
Life
Mark.
is
That was a
show
good
prep.
breakdown.
Thank you, Marnie.
Yeah.
A skydiver from the UK dropped an iPhone from about 14,000 feet and later found it perfectly intact.
Honestly, I'm on my way to find my phone in a forest. It is 3 miles away. I just found it. Yeah. Oh, it still works. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a win.
How about that? 14,000 feet.
Meanwhile, I dropped mine from like 5 feet up at Grandview Lodge last week, and that thing is
shattered.
Oh, well, you don't have a
brilliant.
case
Yeah, how come
on
you
your
don't have a
phone
case?
at all.
'cause-
That other guy probably had an OtterBox.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you like a case?
What a weird thing to name that, by the way.
OtterBox, yeah.
I never thought of it before.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, very weird.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, dude. You know it's a dude.
It had to be.
Of course.
What's this look like to you, Larry? Well, I'll tell you.
Larry, your 2 weeks are up. You got to go. Yeah.
You spend too much time at the zoo, Larry.
You need help, Larry. Go see Marnie's toilet.
Why?
It's his last hurrah.
Oh, so just let it all out at my expense. Bright. Grab a blue bag on your way out.
Yeah.
Larry.
Damn it, Larry. Interesting. Yeah, that's cool, man.
A man in Ohio checked 100 books out of the library so he could burn them in a social media post.
Oh.
The library says they're going to wait for them to officially become overdue and then charge the man $1,700 to replace them.
Jeez.
Goofball.
What a cool guy that guy must be.
Yep.
The most obese states in America.
Ooh.
I have the top 5. Let's see how well you guys can do. Most obese states in the United States of America.
Mississippi.
That's number 3. Good start.
Wisconsin.
Should be number 1, but didn't make the top 5.
Alabama?
Georgia.
Alabama's number 5.
Georgia.
Georgia, no.
Bama.
You just said that number 5, yep.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking
Like
of Marnie's
Alaska
toilet.
or
Louisiana.
something?
Louisiana's 4. So you have Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama. That's 3, 4, and 5.
Kansas.
Nope.
North Carolina.
Nope. You guys
The
are dancing
Dakotas.
around
South
it, though.
Carolina.
Nope.
West Virginia.
West Virginia's number 1. Nicely
Is
done.
that
And the last
right?
one, number 2.
Alabama.
You're still number 5. You're close, though. Very close.
Mississippi.
It's already
Texas.
said.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Georgia.
Close. You guys are dancing all over.
Florida.
Tennessee.
No.
Oklahoma.
No. You're still dancing around
Missouri.
it. You're going the wrong way.
Virginia.
Going the wrong way.
Nobody
Kentucky.
says South Carolina.
Kentucky.
No, going the wrong way. Go further south.
Bama.
Washington.
Georgia, Mississippi.
Mississippi,
Louisiana.
Alabama, Georgia, Florida,
What state are we
Louisiana,
forgetting?
Texas.
Arkansas?
Nailed it. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arkansas.
Good job.
West Virginia, Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama.
Man. Isn't that weird that it's all the southern states?
Yeah.
And if I'm being honest, some of the poorest states as well. Isn't that something?
Maybe because they're just eating worse food.
Right.
And also maybe just a different cultural
Yeah, diet.
norm,
Yeah.
acceptance.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Could
use
be.
the wrong word, but
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
We get you.
Yeah. I mean, biscuits are really good, and they eat a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of biscuits down there. A lot of beignets.
Right?
Oh,
Right, Sling Blade?
beignets.
just a quick update to the possible pool party. My guy Bryce from Surfside, he was in here watching initials a couple weeks ago.
He passed away.
Said Surfside would be happy to sponsor a KFAN pool party. Free drinks for everyone.
Don't Hansel and Gretel us to your compost toilet.
Yeah.
I'm not
This sounds
falling
like
for
a
this trap.
It sounds like a Saw bit.
I'm in.
Peach iced tea.
Let's
with
go.
vodka
Let's
for
go.
Everyone.
I'm in.
And then you can let it out.
Thank you.
Not only number 1,
Thank you.
kindly.
Mikey,
Okay.
thank you.
I'll get some extra sawdust kitty litter for the weekend.
Marnes, you're an
I
American
can't
treasure.
wait.
Marnes, you're back on Friday, right?
I'll be here on
Back
Friday,
on
yes.
Friday. Okay.
Zach, we have an ool.
Pool.
There is no P in it.
That was Ryan, by the way.
Oh, well played.
Well, then Rosie's not going.
The Power Trip Morning Show returns tomorrow, 5:30 until 9. 9 to noon is next. See you tomorrow.